So, yeah, you never know what you're going to get. Life's like a bag of chocolates. Oh, alright. That's fine. Uh, fourth file rook. Alright, I've protected one square on this board. Now this reminds me, I turned off hardware acceleration for Pale Moon. I might try enabling hardware acceleration and see if OBS can capture Pale Moon, which is hardware accelerated. I couldn't do that for other browsers, but maybe Pale Moon's different. Also, perhaps this particular board can't be accelerated, and so none of it matters. Alright, we've got... Hey, this is exactly the thing Carolina was talking about this morning. That's pretty cool. Well... So Carolina was saying, I'm not wanting to provoke any action, but just build up a solid position. I think that seems like a reasonable course of action, just slowly building a castle. Okay, so then this is like crab or something? I forget. With these two generals on the second line. That's an interesting move, blocking the bishop. So I could play my pawn here to make it difficult to advance this pawn. I've never tried this before, but I've been flustered by this kind of opposition earlier. Okay, so we can bring this up to support that square. Okay, my opponent expresses some interest in castling, so let's do likewise. Just kidding, we're going to play right side fourth file rook, which is not a thing, but it is now. Okay, we're going to protect this pawn and then start doing aggressive stuff. Unblock the bishop. So we got a bishop pointing the center, we've got my rook pointing this way, and I've protected this pawn. So stuff is going to happen soon. Meanwhile, their knight does threaten some things. Debating just how messy we want things to get. If I move my silver out, their pawn can attack it. I can take the pawn, their knight takes. I move my bishop somewhere. Their knight cannot capture anything. No, if I move my bishop, this pawn pushes. Okay, that's a problem. So I want my silver to just hold on to the pawn. Then they push their pawn, I take, silver takes. Defense is hard. Defense has never been my thing. Actually, wait. My bishop covers the square. It defends my silver. I still can't push my bishop, though. Well, no, actually I could, because it would hit the knight. Yeah, so this looks accidental. Yeah, if my king being on the right side, I was pretty sure this is dubious, because it's a thing I did. And things I do tend to be dubious, so... But okay, it has a name. Migi Shin Bishop, or whatever. It makes sense you wouldn't normally want to do that. Well... Oh, okay, so... I guess I'm being asked to block my bishop. Or to retreat it. Retreating it would be saner than trying to seal this up. Knight advances. I can defend this square. Knight takes. Bishop takes or something. I don't like that. I want to push this pawn without being afraid. But I've done sufficiently many stupid things to make that more difficult for myself. Well, they're planning to bring the rook to the fourth file and do some aggression. Well, my rook in the center of the board wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Yeah, we need to attack something. Okay. That is a legal move. That's true. You have a point there. Okay. So, yeah, that happened. Climbing penguin. Let's see, are there... Oh, wait, Yeah, no, I did switch my perspective. That looks fine. Chatty shows okay. I've closed all my other windows. Nothing to worry about here. So, oh, right. This whole time I'm like, why don't they just move their silver to 3-3? That's what I've been thinking about for the last minute here. Why don't they just move their silver right there? Okay. Well, I think I know why. It's because silvers don't move that way. That is a problem. Yeah. I accidentally played good. Oh, they thought they could take this. Yeah. Problem is I just drop a pawn right here. That's one problem. There might be other problems too. Like, even sacking the bishop right here to take both silvers and then get my rook over here and start munching other pawns and promote it. That might be a thing, but more likely just pinning and winning a silver here might be the way to go. Yeah, the king being on the file is a big issue too. Yeah. So, that happened. Right. Yeah. Well, I guess they could take with either... Well, they could take with the center silver, and then if I hit this, it can go back to 3-3. But, yeah, there's other challenges here, that's for sure. Plus, the retreat to 3-3 doesn't guarantee safety. Plus, I can bring my silver out um, and threaten to trade and win 2 silvers for 1. Or if they take, then my bishop promotes. Or all, who knows. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I actually moved a silver once in the opening. It's like I'm learning you need to use the silver, the knight, the lance, the... Okay, well, we got something. We got, like, some of those were part of this attack. What was it? The saying is something about a silver and a pawn and a knight and a lance. And instead here I am using a bishop and a rook. But, well, I have a silver, so pawn and a silver, so I'm like halfway there to playing good shogi. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, and before it occurred to me that I could just take here. The other thing I was thinking about is just dropping a pawn right there on 6th file, or 4th file, or whatever you want to call it. 6-3. Um, I was considering that, and then I was thinking, well, what about 6-4 and then promoting on 6-3, but they can like bring their general or their rook to oppose this, which they might not want to do, but they actually like as many pins as I have over here. Dropping pawn on 6-4 and then wait, no, I can't bring my silver in because the knight defends it. Yeah, so I don't really have a strong follow up there, so this is where the action's all going to be. I don't have another plan, and I don't really need one because this is actually very good. Um, we might get one of those positions though, like if I play my silver forward and they take and then I promote, then they drop a silver here to trap my horse. I could take the knight. I'm not sure if I have a follow-up. So I have a choice between silver here and pawn drop here. Decisions. Also, I could pawn drop and push, but that doesn't do anything here. So pawn drop, silver 3-3. And if I push my pawn again, they just take it again. Yeah, exchanging the silvers, assuming they don't just take mine. Like, if I recapture, they just drop the silver right back here. So we're talking about if I push here and they take, am I fine with taking the lance and then taking the knight and just winning the king? Oh, the silver can't run away. It's pincered. Okay, there's nothing that can protect it either. So that is still an exchange while I'm winning a lance. Although they trap my horse, but then I win their knight. And I think I'm okay. Yeah, this knight is a bit annoying. So, I know you're saying my silver defends this, but you're saying exchange silvers. Like if I do pawn here, the silver just runs away. That's not an exchange. If I move my silver up, they just take it, and I don't have a second silver defending that. Um, oh, right. No, my silver defends a 6-5 square. So moving it could be problematic. Um, dot, dot, dot. Yeah, that would distract my bishop and hit this. Um, my bishop's doing an important job right now. So if I were to place the pawn here and the silver runs away, I've really confined my opponent. I could be kind of happy about that. Um, I'm being greedy. I want to find something just very good here. Like, I don't want to block my rook. That would be kind of silly. I definitely don't want a Nifu, even though I keep looking at it. They are quite confined right now. Right. There's a lot of weaknesses. Yeah, I'm also debating sacking the rook for 2 silvers, just because, like, the way these pieces interplay with each other. But the bishop sack is probably the more reasonable approach. I have started looking at that. Um, Actually, yeah, their knight's trapped. So there is some sense to this, and it is kind of dangerous. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the boring thing here and block my rook. Um, don't really want to do that. And there are problems with this, but this looks like the more level-headed way to go about this position. Their position's still quite uncomfortable after this move. Um, So, I'm considering something that's kind of sane, which is pushing my edge pawn and then getting my bishop out to hit the knight. So that'll take me at least 3 moves to get this pawn pushed. But they're really confined at this point. I guess they're threatening this pawn 5-5 advance. And then that'll inconvenience me, and then I'll have to move my bishop back, and then they'll drop a... No, they can't drop a pawn there. I don't know. Could also pull my gold back and shuffle my rook to this. Well, pulling back the gold drops this pawn with promotion. So, yeah, that's not great. I just look at this tremendous cluster of pieces they're going to have, unable to do anything. So, like, their most real threat is bringing the rook and some other pieces down this file. But I think I have that under control. Time will tell. So yeah, they might bring their rook to this 6th file and then like move their knight here. I don't really have a strong counter to that. I've been trying to find something, but the only thing I'm finding I'm really not happy with, which would be placing a pawn right here. But then they place a pawn. That forces things open anyway. So I'm potentially looking at putting a pawn on this 7th rank here. And their knight comes in, and I defend this, and eventually I'm going to break through on the edge file. This is weird. I could look at bringing my gold forward, but then golds can't retreat so easily. And it would block my rook anyway. Like if I were considering transferring my file, this rook to the 6th file. This is just a weird position where I've played some weird moves. Could also bring my gold over 1 and threaten to transfer my rook to the 4th file that way. Yeah, no, that's probably true. I swear, they're like calculating pawn 5-5 or something here. Like, I don't understand. I thought there was only one move here. Maybe they're considering a pawn drop to hit my rook. But that doesn't... Well, yeah, then that could be followed with another pawn drop. So I didn't even consider that. But if they drop the pawn here and I take the silver, they take my rook, I take another silver, threatening the gold, threatening promotion. I'm not sure if I want to play with fire just like that. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so maybe they are deliberating just dropping a pawn right here, which I could take, and then they drop another pawn here, and I can't take that. I don't know. That seems weird because it would block their bishop anyway. Either that or something came up that is of higher priority than the game is right now. Yeah. If they're just doing silver 3-3, that probably would have happened by now. Unless there's something very seriously wrong with it. But I'm not seeing something that severely dangerous or flawed about it. I'm guessing something just came up. That could be. That could be a very unfortunately timed incident. Yeah. We have a move. You're probably right. Bathroom gate. Alright, yeah. So, they still have to win, or they still have to play this out. Yeah, that was a well-timed move. Um, just in time. So, I could try to complete Anaguma, give my rook somewhere to go. I could push this edge pawn, give me something to threaten, but they're going to move their rook over, and then threaten to drop pawns or something here. I think I've got that covered. I'm not completely confident. Yeah, I think this is my most reasonable development. Right. Alright, so now we take a look. I kind of want to play pawn 6-3, 6-7. To plug the file. So they could inconvenience my bishop, they could force me to retreat. Okay, that's weird. That is weird for so many reasons. Because, like, this diagonal right next to their king is kind of soft. And I have a promotion square right there. I'm not seeing it. I'm so confused. Oh! Okay, so the point of the pawn to Tsuji is so they can drop the pawn back here. Right. They're offering me a knight? How generous. Wait, I only have one pawn in hand, so I can't, like, win the knight outright, but still. Like, a knight right there? That's amazing. I want a knight. But I could just promote right there and threaten the rook. Yeah, let's get ourselves a rook. Where does this go? This wins a tempo. Everything wins a tempo. Ah, right. Um, Urge to Nifu Rising. So I could use this lance as my point. So now that I have a lance, I can win the gold. Interesting. Didn't see that coming. Okay, they move their gold away. I'm going to continue running, I suppose. I might not have needed to play that. Yeah, this was poorly executed on my part. Somehow I thought luring the gold forward would allow me to take this, which is flawed reasoning. Alright, I bluffed him. I wasn't intending to bluff, but I was not thinking clearly. Well, that's a check. Not sure if I could threaten to win material. It's just going to get me in further problems here. Um, let's use one of those, shall we? Right, so he wins a pawn. That's nice. Oh, that's a fork. Suppose I'll step out of the fork. Wow. Got a lot of defensive moves here today. Um, oh, another general? Really? And I get to capture toward the king. Okay. The king's the target, so let's stay on target. Okay, the king is just one target. We can pursue a couple targets at once. Just keep attacking stuff. Wait, that would lose my gold. I kind of like my gold. Interesting. Alright, there's only one piece that can take that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Oh. Don't understand not capturing the promoted knight. Yeah. Let's see, where would that have been? Let me go back. So, yeah, trading the bishop for 2 silver was probably a reasonable move. Because, like, this kind of let him back in the game. I was just really spooked by this. It's not feeling so courageous. What was I afraid of? I don't know. And since I didn't play this, we'll never know. Yeah, in fact, my king is. I've played Anaguma. Like, what am I afraid of? This is like the perfect recipe for me to start an attack. That's... Anyway. We had this played. Oh, why not take the promoted knight here? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. This is interesting. So I didn't like this at a glance. But is it okay? I wonder. Horse takes rook. Oh! Wait, this is more powerful than I thought. Then there's like this. Because I have a knight. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, this is what I was principally concerned with. I've played Oniguma. Like, what am I afraid of? I should let this happen. No, I don't know. Not sure. I'm so not sure. So, yeah, I think what I did was okay. I had another chance to take the promoted knight here. This would transpose. See, I sacked a silver to win this lance. Several times I looked at pawn drop on 6-3 and realized each time that it was Nifu. So, or it would be a doubling of my pawns here. So yeah, this is weird. It's a move, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I think this worked out as best as it could. It's a dangling pawn. Well, yeah. No, you're right. He did call it this, like, when you get this pawn. Yeah, like this kind of formation. That's a dangling pawn. But, like, this blocks the bishop, and it can't promote. Well, it could promote. Yeah. The fact that I drew that gold forward was pretty stupid. Um, so, if I force my opponent to block, they might move their gold back. Because, like, blocking with the silver, then I could promote and hit their gold here. If they block with the bishop, yeah, likewise, I can strike this gold. So maybe this pawn drop was an accidental inspired genius of some sort, even though in retrospect, I really don't like it. But it just seems unnecessary and wasteful. But especially because, like, here I have a check I can follow with. And the only way to respond to the check is by blocking with some piece. And then I can promote. And I'm threatening pawn drop here. No, I'm not. That's not a threat. So this would be the actual thing. Yeah. Something like this. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, okay, that's a fair way to put it. That like this is his contribution toward an attacking race. Even though I didn't perceive anything of an attack on my king, this is his contribution. You have to start somewhere. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this would have been fun. Why didn't I do this? Um, it's like, yeah, they'd have to move this back or something to hold on to that. They have 4 pieces covering this square, but 2 of them are able to move here. So I'm not winning on that square this instant. If I push, they just bring their silver back, and I can't take because gold takes. It's not a... Well, I have a pawn in hand. It's not enough. It's not quite enough. I can't completely break down the castle. So, yeah, maybe this was a better idea. Or I just win a gold for a lance. I don't know, like, the way I played this out, that actually kind of worked out with this. But that just might be coincidence. Like, yeah, the king running should be... I don't know if he has to run. If, like, he's starting an attack, might as well follow through on it, right? He wants to win some pieces and then try to attack my edge. Like, yeah, where I've got my lance and knight just hanging out. Briefly tried to do it when positioning the horse on the diagonal. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. This is one thing. This is another. This was just there. Both of us ignored it for a little while. Uh, but it's, well, now I get this check. And this gives my dragon somewhere to run to if I want to run that way. I don't think I do, but checking doesn't help me here. This sort of thing isn't serious. He's just got too many generals surrounding his king. Yeah, I did not play this right. I'm not sure what I was thinking this game. But all these things I was concerned about are far less dangerous than just this. So he blocks with something. If he blocks with the rook, we can trade rooks. Maybe that, although I probably have something better. Yeah, to be able to win both the lance and the knight with this bishop could be problematic. This is the thing I spent forever thinking about. Was partially concerned about that. And then what? Oh, sorry, I'm mistiming that. Oh, but also this, I've released the pin. Never mind. Yeah, so this isn't going to happen. Not on this turn. Then I take here, and I've got this covered. So this... Oh, sack the bishop after knight 6-5. Okay. Yeah? Like this way of sacking it looks interesting. And by interesting, I mean crushing. If he takes the bishop. So, get out of harm's way. I think my attack breaks through first. Okay, yeah, I guess we want to look at knight takes bishop then. But I'm not sure that a bishop helps him any, either with attack or defense. What to do, what to do. Gold takes bishop, you think so? It is hard to do better than that. I'm sorry, gold, silver takes gold. That's what I meant. But, okay. I do have plenty in hand. I'm just getting greedy, that's all. I'm getting way too greedy. I should be happy. Oh, yeah, right. I'm wanting to find something crushing here. Yeah, there's no way I can lure the king into a fork. That wouldn't work. So what else? Like this pawn drop right in the face, allowing me to put another general on, doesn't mate. Yeah, I'm just getting greedy. I want to, like... Oh, knight takes 7-7 was a continuation. Knight takes 7-7 now, then they take on 4-3. Oh! Oh, right. That's possible. Yeah, winning the promoted knight is kind of nice. It does allow the attack to continue. I'm still greedy. So, I thought there was something really good here. Is this where I feel courageous? I don't know. Because then he promotes and hits my rook. That's no fun. Could take the knight. Oh. This could be interesting. So my thought is something like this. Oh, they promote, I guess. Yeah, I don't quite have a mate there, do I? I'm out of pieces. I need some kind of ranged piece if that kind of thing's gonna work. Yeah, so just taking the knight looks quite reasonable, actually. It gives me a knight to threaten this. Yeah. This would be a reasonable way to continue. I could be happy with this. With threats of stuff like this, and who knows what else is going to follow. Yeah, this looks interesting. Yeah, I'm also threatening to simply win a silver. So, like, this is going to happen. I could just take the silver back, and then they plunk a silver in my face, and I have to, like, run away. I could win this gold and promote, but allow their king to escape. Let's see. Silver 4-3, gold takes 4-2, typo, gold takes 4-3. Okay, instead of knight takes 7-7. So... Okay. What am I missing? Like, I see the knight takes 7-7 here. Instead of 45, knight takes... Oh, 45. My mistake. Instead of that, I take here. And then gold takes and rook takes. Oh. Hello. But wait. Oh, right. So this is very forcing. What was I thinking? Why was I afraid of this? Yeah, they get a bishop, but like this is super forcing. How did I miss that? So anyway, I was saying, like here, I wasn't really thinking about knight. Well, no, I kind of was. Right. No, I definitely was post-mortem here. Yeah, there is that proverb, because each piece counts as multiple pieces, one for you and one not for the opponent. Um, so that's why I was thinking this instead. And then I'd have to run. But there's nothing Gote can do to save this, so yeah. Even though like I'm potentially giving away golds for a knight, and I don't know, there's no way to hold this position together. So then I take here, and not sure which way they would recapture. I assume they would, even though I'm also threatening this. So yeah, this knight threat isn't as scary as I thought, because my rook does have a single square to go to. That makes a really big difference. If they were to do something crazier like this, then if I retreat, I'm not necessarily safe. So, or if I run away, I'm not safe there. So I take the horse. And then, oh, my silver covers these squares. That's nice. That's convenient. On the other hand, oh, that's not a knight anymore. Yeah. Okay. It looks that way. Part of it's just that I wasn't thinking completely clearly about this either. Um, but yeah, that's interesting. So, like, they could sack a bishop and get some kind of attack going, but this costs their position. And this knight counterattack here is, it's nothing to fear because my rook can retreat to the center of the board. And my attack crashes through first. So this all would mean that they would have to retreat, and I would just win a pawn. And having won the pawn, I mean, yeah, they can hold this position for a little while. But I've completely held off any counterplay through this, and can try to find some attack to continue this somehow. Possibly winning the pawn might be a bad idea here if I don't have a follow-up. It's always nice to have a way to continue an attack. Oh wait, hang on. So after this sort of thing, if they were to block both the diagonal and the file, this is a way to continue the attack. I mean, I guess I might as well trade these first, right? And then do this. And yeah, this position, this attack is becoming kind of nice. This knight advance is just a little delayed. So that all said, like, there's a lot of details here. But probably just better than all of this would have been the brave move, even though it's kind of complicated. Yeah. Should be fearless once in a while. Because then it's rewarding. Like here. Yeah, it's not clear where the knight goes. It's not clear what any of Goethe's pieces are doing. And while I don't have a mate, I can still be happy. I think this is a reasonable conclusion here, that like sacking the bishop to get this position. You're mentioning that the one thing I should be afraid of is him winning the lance and the knight in the corner. Right now he's got to respond to this threat. But yeah, he does definitely have a threat to win this combination of pieces. Like, he could do this right off the bat. We could maybe see this happen. That's probably unwise, and I should just run away. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Should analyze a lot further back, because, yeah, that's a strange position. We might not see that one again. Yeah, so like here, this is a place to analyze, or like the tempo before it. I could have anticipated this and maybe done something about it. How to properly make a castle. So, yeah, this would probably be a fine opportunity to play this here. What did I play in the game? I completed, working on completing my castle. I could do this. And then say to this bishop, no thank you. But this weakens this side of the board. Oh, right. So I said this is an experiment. Uh, I think it's fair to say that this experiment of trying to open this file, even though it had a positive outcome, this is a failed experiment. Like, completing my castle would be a higher priority. Because once I push this pawn, it becomes a target and a liability. Then once I move this general, like, I'm not doing very good coordinating, building my castle and starting any kind of meaningful attack. It worked out, but, yeah. I completely missed that the bishop can come out this way. Um, it's actually really hard to defend. Yeah. So what I ended up doing in the game was not particularly great. I got excited having seen this. I don't remember where. Um, but seeing that both of these pawns would be attacking this square, and that this out here would, I don't know what. I thought it'd be great to be able to keep this bishop locked in and not allow my opponent to push. Like I was concerned about this. But this is nothing to be afraid of. It's just part of this position. Yeah, I didn't want this bishop getting out on the long diagonal like this. That was my motivation. But it's kind of... Also, like, this gives us silver somewhere to go. Although I've got this square amply well defended. You can't break that square down. So yeah, let's play this, and let's assume he plays something like this. Is this where I place? No, this wouldn't do anything to stop his advance. I mean, I could continue castle building. Castle building's a worthwhile thing in general. We just build this, and he pushes. Oh, this doesn't work at all, does it? His attack, if we call that an attack, and it's not. So I guess I'm more concerned about this allowing a bishop exchange. Oh yeah, you're right. That's cool. Wait, no, if he pushes this, that becomes hard for him to defend. He's not going to push that. That means that this bishop's not going to escape on this long diagonal. We're just going to have a patient game. If he plays this forward. And I'm now starting to see why, like, fourth file rook is... This is more a defensive thing, because, like, there's no immediate break that I can initiate. But also, I'm not collapsing either. So we could do something like this, something like that, and see where this goes. Yeah. Or he might build some other castle here. I'm not sure. I should buckle in and, like, recognize he's not going to break through in some way. My first few games, I regularly had this sort of thing just collapse, and so I still have bad memories of that. But here I'm fine. Even if he like pushes this, somehow it's still fine. I can bring this forward if I need to, and yeah. So we get the king safe, and then we can think about like this or something. Oh, hang on. We still haven't developed this. We haven't put the silver somewhere useful. Then we could think about this, or pushing this forward a couple squares and sticking the rook behind it, or I don't know. Sure, we could try that. I don't need to be afraid about the bishop if I have a bishop handicap. I mean, yeah, if you're offering, we could give that a shot. Sure. Yeah, I think I've opened 2 challenges here. Well, this is interesting. So since I moved or hid the game title thing, I can't scroll down to see all the other options there. I could still fix that at some point by forcing this to go somewhere on my screen. In fact, I can just enlarge it so I could see all the pieces options. So if I'm playing Dubotsu, I get these pieces. Yeah, that's nice. Wait, are there more options? I think that's the end of it, right? Yeah. Oh, I actually get a scroll bar here too. Nice. All right. Bishop down. Bishop down. All right, let's say hi. Cool. Okay. Got me confused, that's for sure. Alright, I got my bishop active. Mission accomplished. Let's see, I wonder how handicap games are played. I guess this will help explain how handicap games get played. I'm gonna learn us some handicaps. Alright, so... Gosh. I'm so tempted to static rook this opening. But... there's no bishop to attack there. But no, I would like a safe haven for my king. Let's figure that out. I'm going to play the weenie opening. Just play everything to really defensive positions. And build a castle and be okay. And then enjoy somehow. Okay. gonna panic. Not gonna panic. Also, I'm kind of curious how well this works. So we're just gonna build up the Oniguma because I'm curious how this works in this handicap style game. Ah, double Oniguma. Very good. We're gonna learn something. We're gonna learn how to target this square with the bishop. There aren't that many moves to do it. Alright. Alright, we'll put the bishop out. Let's see what we can find. I'm just anxious about getting my rook out, aren't I? I think this is sensible. Okay. Well, we're getting pawns in hand. That's happening. I could use an... Oh, okay, well this... I made this more interesting than I thought. Wow. We might have just discovered some handicap game strategy accidentally. That's interesting. Yeah, so like if pawn takes pawn here, I might have sacked the bishop. Like, that's actually not the craziest idea there. We might still see something like that. Oh, there is a user by the name of 4chan. Well, welcome, I guess. Uh, Gotta be nice to 4chan. Man, I'm finding so many ways to Mifu. So many variations. Yes, I know theoretically there's a king in this game or something, and I'm supposed to attack it, but that hasn't happened yet. Oh, that's kind of clever. I admit I didn't see that. Okay, that's a way to avoid what I was about to threaten. Guess I'll just have to attack something else. Oh, tournament? No, sorry. Did I indicate this was a tournament? Oh, you forgot to push the lance pawn. Okay. Um, yeah, that would explain what happened. I think, yeah. It's, details, details. Although, um, I'm not entirely sure, like, why the lance pawn matters, but I think we're going to find out in a second. Oh, so I could take a token, but this would help him promote faster. I don't need another token right now. Alright, might as well save the rook, yeah? Maybe. Everything's always conditional. Uh, but okay. Get another pawn. We're one step closer to Nifu. Oh, HC. Yeah, that indicates we're playing a bishop handicap. And that I got a bishop and he didn't. And so if it looks like I'm doing super awesome, that might be part of the reason why. uh, I think I'm doing reasonably well. Oh, it allowed my bishop to move to a place where it could promote next turn. Oh, that's the difference. Okay. That's why your attack was able to land one move faster. It's because I was able to promote and escape. Well, I was able to promote. That was the point. Yeah, that'll do it. Um, Alright, I see you have a silver in hand. So if I were to find a way to mess this up, it would be losing my rook to one of your pieces. Or pawns, because I keep looking at ways to hang it that way too. Gotta be an equal opportunity piece hanger. Um, Man, I don't want to move my horse. Well, my rook's not getting trapped. I can't be paranoid about that. And my horse was set up so nicely to attack things too. A bit bummed out that I can't find a crushing blow. Yeah, I should have seen that. Well, this is disappointing. This is what I anticipated doing, but it's not as heroic as I thought it was. Ah, Yeah, we are playing against Time Zombie here. This is a handicap game, so it's a nice friendly experience where I get to hang stuff and still play okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a good threat. That's a good threat. Oh, where do I go? What do I do? I guess I'm doing this. I don't like it. I would lose a knight. Stuff is going to be lost either way. That'll show me for not completing my castle. I'll bio you. Okay. So this was the plan. It looks like an okay plan. I mean, it hurts my soul a little bit to do it, but it looks playable. Interesting. Try to keep this intact. Ah, uh, yeah, so Time Zombie and I have been chatting quite a bit about games after I play them and before I play them, and he's been spectating quite a few of my games, so that's been pretty polite and nice of him. Um, So yeah, we could say that he's somebody I know. Um, okay, the attack continues building. Yeah, he's giving me a lesson or two here. Alright. Well, he's got all his pieces on the board. We couldn't quite stop that from happening. I don't like this. Right. This is so cowardly. This is so cowardly. But what am I gonna do? Other than afford myself a little more thinking time, but, like... I don't know. Don't know what's going on here. Right, he kind of has to do that. So we have rook in hand. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, I can't count. Oops. Well, that's gonna hurt. Um, Yeah, so it's kind of amazing. Um, I'm not sure if I see something here or not. Oh, wow. Definitely missed that. What am I thinking? Am I thinking? Okay. Right, of course the knight takes. Um, Yuck. Oh. Okay. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. Wow. Very cool. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. Jeez. Yeah, good game. Wow. Alright, I already said good game. Duh. Well, I apparently have to pick one of these now? Wow, that's weird. Let's see. This position seems bad for me. Okay. Yeah, okay, I had to pick one of those apparently. Uh, yeah, it's actually a very weak handicap. I see. Yeah, finding a way to break through the Oniguma just with this by itself is impressive. I panicked back here, but I'm still in a lot of trouble. Like, I don't think I'm better. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should go back even further, but, like, obviously I'm emotionally invested in what just happened. So they recommend I go back to the beginning and ask for analysis and stuff like that. I never know. Like, obviously a mistake happened and I got to promote the bishop, but I can never figure out what to do in these openings. This is probably why I need to study other castles where I get to do something a little less defensive. It's not quite to the level of me wanting to play a static rook, but like I could continue building the castle. I don't know. I always just feel like my bishop needs to be, well, I don't know. If I don't find a way to activate the bishop early, that somehow it'll never get active. Somehow I'm just impatient. I guess continuing to build the castle is reasonable. This is... I don't know, I guess everything's okay. Man, I have so many memories from playing chess openings where if by this point, if by like my 15th move or something, I don't have some kind of advantage or attack, I get all annoyed about it. But in shogi, like, it's okay to calm down. It's okay for me to just build my castle. Like, this would have been fine. And in fact, like as you pointed out in the game, you've got to advance this. So not necessarily now, but at some point this has to advance so I don't get to promote my bishop. Um, so yeah, maybe you do this here. I don't know, and something like this. And I don't need to panic. I can just play a reasonable game. I could play this forward. I don't know. Oh. Uh, yeah, I could offer the... I could either continue holding the hat or offer it to anybody who's got more interesting things to say. Because, like, I don't know. Obviously, I panic a lot in openings, and I try to do really aggressive things in this really passive opening. And while that has profited for me against other Q level players, like it's not going to sustain itself. I can't just continue attacking with abandon. It doesn't always work. Uh, so, like, I get that this square here is kind of a target, and I'd want to have my bishop over there, and I'd like to have some knight or something in hand that I can attack that with, and slowly break that down. But also, I don't know, like there's a lot of pawn tension, and I don't understand pawn tension. Well, does my silver really do anything here? Why am I putting my silver there? That protects my knight. That's not nothing. Um, okay, and then I might do, I don't know. It just seems like anytime I try to break through, it's just met with something. Maybe this is what I should do and try to, like, bring this out. But then this hits because, well, then I have to defend like this. And I don't know. My pieces are all tripping on each other, but I haven't dropped anything, and I'm not immediately going to drop anything here. I'm not going to lose or hang a piece. I don't know. That's off the beaten path. So anyway, I pushed this. This stops me from advancing. And I struggled to come up with anything constructive to do. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So since I haven't moved this forward yet, I can afford to oppose rooks and challenge this file directly. Okay, that's a plan. That's an interesting idea. So yeah, maybe even earlier, before getting in trouble here. Like I could consider this and then something like that, I guess. Not sure. But yeah, I guess I do have plenty of time and even space in which to operate here. Yeah, that looks okay. I have so many memories of dropping or losing a bishop, losing a knight, losing all this stuff. And it did come to fruition during the game that I found a way to lose them, but I did save my bishop. Didn't lose that to a fork or anything. Yes, this is where you're saying, like, something like this had to happen before I get to promote. So, this is, well, it is what it is. Yeah, this actually brings your rook forward, and I'm not sure that... Well, we're playing a handicap game, but... not sure how well this rook forward thing works. I did debate just taking the pawn. No, I win a gold here. This can't be too bad. Yeah, right. Why did I not take the token? Like, this lets you promote, and this is hanging, and... Yeah, what could I have done differently, I wonder? Pawn... Oh! Oh. Right. Okay. That makes some sense. Yeah, if I see that he's threatening to promote another token, this would help considerably. I was so fixated on him, like, going after the knight that I completely forgot you could promote another. Yeah, that looks reasonable. Wow, that could have been quite useful. I wonder, did I have any similar opportunities somewhere? No, so I can't drop another pawn to protect the pawn. If I do capture... Whoops, not my move. Yeah, I'm promoting here, because if I don't promote... like if I do this... I saw this. This much I saw. This looks quite ugly. So... Yeah, I need to promote, and the token promotes, and yeah, I could slow him down with this here. Yeah, I can spot maybe one thing once in a while. Okay, so that explains like how I suddenly got overwhelmed, is that I missed that, and I missed it again, and there it is. And yeah, now I probably need to like, well, if I let him promote, that doesn't slow this down any. Yeah, I'm trying to get my rook active. And what here? What did I play? I shifted my rook off this file. This, I did briefly look at this. Didn't quite like it. guess this is something here. Oh, but the rule is like 1 for 2 or 2 for 1 or something, even if there's, say, pawn in it or something. So I can, like, take this, take the other silver, and then he's got a bishop, but I can't be too afraid. Yeah, I don't know. Getting him to put his silver on the board is going to slow down whatever he's planning. Like, if at this point I decide to shuffle this way, then it's not like this token can move up or can't move away from the rook because it's defending the rook. This temporarily holds this attack in place. I guess then he follows up with something like this. So, yeah, this is unpleasant. This is confusing. A big piece against 2 generals is usually okay. Yeah, okay. So, like, yeah, I don't like giving up my promoted horse, but, and then there's this to follow, and he gets to promote, and I get to promote, and stuff happens. Yeah, this actually looks fine. Yeah, I'm looking at that. So, due to this threat on 3-1 being so strong, I think he either has to protect that somehow, or force my dragon away, or just straight up trade. Or run away. Well, running doesn't make things any better. Oh gosh. Wow. Oh wow. Yeah, I think this is forced. And he's got to play this. Oh, really? You really think so? Oh, I'm sorry. My dragon's not attacked. Of course. Yeah, this is interesting. No, I think this is right. Wait, do I not have better than that? Like, shouldn't I take here? No, I guess not. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah, Perhaps this needs to be prepared a little bit. I mean, I got space in which to prepare there. Even though he's like going to put his lance right there on 4-1. I think well, so this lance is actually quite annoying. Like, oh, but then I can, yeah, no, that's right. Right, because then this is safe. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I think you're right that I have the advantage in this attack. Wow. So yeah, trading the bishop for 2 generals would be fine. Right. So that in turn means that this move trading, or offering the trade, isn't that great. So yeah, perhaps keeping the rook on the same file and not and keeping some opportunity to promote the rook is probably important. No, that's fine. I think it's okay that you change the position anyhow. Normally, if you could sack a bishop versus 2 generals, it's considered an advantage. Oh, nice. So that even applies if the bishop's been promoted and it, like, I didn't like that I'd be sacking a promoted bishop for 2 generals and offering my opponent a chance to promote the bishop immediately. Like, that seemed really spooky. But, yeah, that's worth keeping in mind for sure. Yeah, likewise, Time Zombie. Like, well done. I don't know how you did that. So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. If the interface lets you do that, it's got to be okay. um, yeah, so that would have been fine. Did I miss anything else, I wonder? Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. So we pointed out like how I missed this pawn drop that I could have stopped the promotion. Not sure that I'm too happy about the rest of, well, not sure there's too much else to have missed. I missed the obvious, like, this is a threat that stops me, so in theory I should do something about that before it happens. Like this, maybe. Um, but yeah, the rest of the game played out and I got crushed. Yeah, this is an interesting build-up. Yeah, there was stuff maybe I could have attacked, but I'm already under attack. I mean, 2 theories between Tanigawa and Sato. Oh yeah, Hidechi explained that. He put all these pieces on the board and said, here's some master's estimates as to the values of the pieces. And that these are the 2 popular methods. Wow, even in the post-mortem, I'm considering this. How many times am I going to consider that move? Because it's not legal. um, yeah. Yeah, so I just got under attack. Um, so I guess my takeaways are like, don't panic. Because like panicking's not effective. Just build the castle. Acknowledge that like no matter what I do, you're still gonna find a way to promote something, and I'm gonna find a way to promote something, and it'll be fine. And also pay attention to details because they matter. So, um, yeah, this is good. Yeah, this detail mattered. Your attack came in one move faster than I expected, but I actually had this available. I was actually expecting this retreat, and then I was going to just go back here. So that was my plan. Yeah, so somewhere around here you need to play... Well, when did my bishop get active? Like, when did I have this opportunity? Right here. And I played this instead. Well, because this gives my bishop somewhere to go back to. Even though that wasn't what I was thinking. I was thinking, let's attack this gold. Yeah, and then I played another strange move. Why did I not consider this? Weird. Yeah. I think I've seen Kaufman's chart years ago. I don't know why. Other than he published a document about his perspective of how shogi solves a lot of the problems that chess is having. And I'm pretty sure he's right. Yeah, I should have just done this. And then come back. And this is a little earlier than what happened in the game. And yeah. This allows me to target here. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, that does make it harder for him to put pawns on the board if I have my rook in the center or on the 6th rank. Um, Interesting. Yeah, and so instead of moving the silver forward, maybe this is where I do something like that. Oh, just do that directly even. I don't know. I don't know. Oh wait, this has some follow-up, doesn't it? Okay. Huh. Yeah, I keep forgetting that's a possibility. It's funny, like if I were to play Silver Crown or something, it would have to occur to me at some point that I can develop my bishop this other diagonal because, like, that's the key idea. Yeah, with a pawn on 5-5, I can actually just go around it. Yeah. Obviously, he's going to play like pawn 4-4 later. That's no reason for me to keep my bishop such an obvious target here. Yeah, what else is there really to consider here, I wonder? Oh, right. There's that. Did I have something that I thought of here? I mean, no, if I do that, then he has pawn 4-4, and I don't get anywhere. Taking. How is this profitable? Well, oh, my knight can escape if it gets attacked. So that's one thing to consider. This is just super confusing to me, but yeah, no, I guess I'm fine. That's so weird. So often the side of the board collapses and my bishop has to run away with tempo. But now if I move the bishop away in the first place, it's not so easy for the attack to go through. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Weird. So... yeah, I'm not sure. I need to learn more stuff. Oh. Oh, okay. So this is appropriate somehow. Oh, right, because, like, this is hanging. Okay. Oh, even more to the point. Yes, because you can't put another pawn right here. This isn't Crazy House. Duh. Okay. Wow, okay. Yeah, in Crazy House, they would just keep adding pawns, and, like, you wouldn't be able to get through. But in Shogi, there are rules about when you cannot place pawns on the board. Yeah. Yeah, obviously if the rook runs, there's that fork. If the rook doesn't run, then I have stuff like this. Yeah. When the knight pawn has moved, this diagonal is something to target. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever complications may follow, like, this is sensible. Yeah, I have a bishop advantage, so, like, this is good. And I haven't lost anything just yet. Okay, and yeah, if they attack my bishop, well, that's interesting. Oh, pawn ticks? Okay. No bishop sacrifice. Just straight up take this. Oh, and then we can run away. Yeah. I'm not sure whether this bishop retreat is bad, but it's a position. It's definitely a position. I don't have any way to like win a piece or anything like that here. I guess this can target this stuff. Yeah, oh, pawn drop, or knight moves there, or something. Yeah, if the knight takes, that does stop my knight from moving. So, maybe this first. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. Maybe we do this after all. And this sort of thing, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm just losing a silver or something else. So yeah, maybe I do have to play something like this. There's always an attack here. That's kind of amazing. I guess this is a chance to hit that. And I guess finally he's forced to either sacrifice or retreat. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, right. This didn't quite work the way that we assumed. Yeah, this gold is actually really well positioned. So yeah, my move is kind of silly, but yeah, this is silly. Why did I move my rook there? This was too optimistic. This was too optimistic. Oh, I took here. That was probably my first mistake. Yeah. I mixed a whole bunch of aggressive and passive moves, and it just didn't work out. Nothing I did about this pawn tension worked out. I think that's what I severely messed up this game. It's just really mistiming all the pawn moves. Every time I capture, it made my position worse. Every time I pushed a pawn, it lost a move. My pieces aren't developed. I haven't finished my castle. I'm just asking for trouble. Um, and I found it. So I think that's the logical conclusion here. Is that I need to be a little bit more methodical about how I push stuff. Like, yeah, just advance this, be prepared to do something like that, finish the castle, maybe even really finish it, I don't know. And then find something to do. If that something is like, I don't know, bringing this pawn forward and the bishop around it, that might be a way to go. I just have like no patience in this game. It's kind of amazing. So yeah, I just need to play calmer. I don't know why I'm failing so badly at that. I get all excited when I find an attack. And against, like, I don't know, 8Q, 7Q players, I usually find something and it kind of works, and yeah. It's about 3 rank difference. That makes sense. Right, we tried one of those and I've improved a bit since then. So, yeah, 2-piece handicap would have been too much. I was feeling really confident going into this. I don't know why. I'm like, yeah, I've got an extra bishop. How could this possibly go wrong? But also then when I started to see these attacks, I panicked. So that's how things go wrong. I did castle, yeah. Right, right. Well, let's see if we get another practice game in out there. Um, ay, ay, ay. Oh, they have all these Tudons playing. I'm curious what they're up to. How do you play shogi at a Tudon level? At least on this site, Tudon. A lot of fun stuff. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is over my head. That's cool. That's also cool. Wow. Alright, let's take a look where they're at. There is a lot of stuff happening there. Let's see what time. Yeah, we've got time before I go prepare dinner. Oh, am I not looking at the latest position? Now we are. Okay, yeah, this is too complicated. I'm not sure I'm gonna learn anything from watching this. There's way too well. Yeah, both players have plenty of pawns on the left side of the board. It's going to be a while before an attack actually surfaces, so I'm not going to. It's way over my head to try to learn from that. Let's see, I got a practice game from Condor 7 he's interested in. What's my rating again? I'm like 1249. He's 1300. Could play that. 3Q. Challenge. Bogyoku's good guy. Alright. Great. Am I going to be able to play a calm opening this time? We'll see. Also, due to some move order shenanigans, maybe I could have done opposing rook straight away. I've never studied that, I just know it's a thing. Alright, he's stopped my bishop from promoting. Yeah, let's just do our thing. No need to panic. Should feel a little bit of pressure thanks to that, but still no need to panic. It did surprise me a bit. Like, yes, the edge is definitely the weakness of Oniguma, but Oniguma has some strength too. Yep, so the penguin is staring into the soul of the opponent. That's cute. Yeah, let's just continue completing our castle. Alright, so he's got a threat of bishop there. Do we panic? Nah, let's not panic. Okay. Let's support this. Okay. Curious. So he's got two pieces and no pawns that can go to 6-5 here. Or 4-5 or whatever it is. Yeah, 4-5 from his perspective. So... let's continue castle building? Question mark? Alright. That does look like an attack. Oh, he's now in a position to push his pawn forward. With consequences. So if I push, he's either got to retreat one way or the other, or he takes here and sacks his silver to allow him to move his knight forward. If I hit that, if If he takes, if I take... I could do bishop takes. How bad is bishop takes? Well, if I pushed my pawn, it's kind of bad. Because this bishop promotes. I could continue castle building. That's a thing. We're going to learn the hard way what's going on here. So if I push, he can promote his bishop back here. I mean, there's squares I could promote on too. What am I talking about? I guess we're going to see it. Interesting. Well, now do I push the edge pawn? Like, what am I doing here? Do we push the knight pawn? My knight has nowhere to go. Do we retreat the bishop? Having served its purpose. And if so, where? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if you'll still be up by the time it concludes. Could go for a while since I did do Hanaguma. Or it could go badly. Man, it's so tempting to move the knight. Do I push my bishop back here? Do I move back to the diagonal since there's a target there? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. If I push here, stuff happens. Yeah, stuff gets real here. So I'm pretending I have a pawn in hand because momentarily I will. Okay. They pushed their knight. That wasn't my primary concern. I could get a knight, but I have other things in mind too. Alright, so they're getting my center pawn. Guess we might as well put the rook somewhere useful. Well, he's got promotion threats, which he's going to execute on. We might as well get something out of this mess. I have walked into a fork. That's a fork. That's definitely a fork. Well, what do we do now? Other than cry. It can only take so many pieces at the same time. We're going to attack. Alright, I don't think I have a mate on the spot, so we need to calm down a little bit, but not too much. It'd be nice if I had some accidental checkmate that came from that. That would be convenient. Well, that's a fork. We might end up getting a rook out of this. Or we might not. I was certain he was going to stop this, no? Oh, right, right. He has another way he can go. Okay. So I don't have a mate. Not from that, anyway. Um, they say to check is to chase, but I have other pieces I can hit. Like I can hit the rook, it moves to the center file and has more squares to run away. Or I could prepare something for that center file rook and then push the token. But that gives him time to escape some other way. It's kind of amazing there isn't some bishop fork somewhere that picks off the rook. Oh, hang on. If I do token here, I'm threatening to drop a pawn right on top of the rook. That's really weird. Can I get that same result with a token here instead? Sometimes the simplest moves are the best. I guess we'll do a simple move. Surprised we ended up here. Yeah, he can win 2 golds, but that king is exposed. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there's that promotion move. That's true. Um, that's a fork. possible, like, his horse might be better than the dragon I'm about to obtain. That's possible. Um... There's a legal move. Okay. That does hit my gold. That's true. Um, I guess my gold's gonna run a little bit. Okay, he took... guess we'll place this down. So, this sets a trap. Appears he's falling right into the trap. Actually, wait. He didn't even protect his horse. The whole plan was that, like, he was going to use, like, something to protect this. And then I would have this devastating follow-up here. Winning the rook. Devastating is the wrong word for it, but we win. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what he wants to say or do about this. Okay, he left. Understandably. Yeah. That's a thing. So... yeah, you had something to offer. Oh, actually, are you observing the game here? Yeah, I could hand over control. I could give the hat, let's see, to Gunjin here. Alright, onegaishimasu. Have a nifuge. Nice! Oh, that's so hilarious. And over host status. That is funny. Onegaishimasu. Have a Nifu game. Okay. That is so cute. Yeah. me see if... Oh, I'm not logged into the web portal. Let's see. I think that'll work. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the player's info page. Let's follow Gunjin. Nice. Yeah, that's a cute avatar. Okay, Bogyoku left. Oh, I don't have any way to dismiss the modal dialogue that I've invoked. So, I could change my settings here somehow. No, hitting the private message button doesn't make this dialogue go away. Nothing can make me dismiss this. That's unfortunate. Oh, your browser crashed. Didn't leave. Okay, that's worthy of note. Let me see... right. So if I want to change... If I want to disable the user style... Global styles, 81 Dojo. Okay, disable that so I can hit the X button. And then re-enable global style 81 Dojo. Which I probably should scope just to 81 Dojo, but okay. There we go. Yeah, so... not sure if he's still around. Oh, I should follow latest position and such. Right, what am I thinking? Back to host's position. Oh yeah, I might have a way to be able to take the hat back or something. It's, yeah. Oops, that's... So there was a sub-host status button and there was a host status, and apparently I gave out the host status and can't get it back. It would be unfortunate if he did fall asleep, but also understandable. Okay, click the X that appears when I turn off the style, and then re-enable said style. There we go. Yeah, it is very late in France. Oh, I could download the Kifu and make a study room out of it. Or yeah, just locally analyze, and you could look at the game on stream, even though there's a delay there. Oh, I'm sorry, no, you mean locally analyze in terms of... oh yeah, this is local analysis. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I knew what to say about any of this. Other than, like, I really committed to building my castle this time. And it didn't entirely destroy me. But he said he had something to suggest before we got too far into this. So yeah, I don't know anything about this. I should just look at games by better players. Yeah, I did okay building my castle. I can't freak out about the opening because you can only become good at the opening. You can become great at the end game. Oh, they made left Mino. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they didn't actually put the king in it. We saw how that turned out. Kind of accidentally. So... yeah, if you build a castle, like, it'd be nice if your king could use the castle. Like, he's the one who paid for it, so... I'm sure he would like to be in the castle. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Stuff got out of control. I missed this fork. which was there for just one move. Okay, so I didn't miss it too many moves in a row. At least I didn't put my silver back here like I was thinking about doing. That would have been terrible. Yeah. I did initiate a trade on the center square, which didn't work out. So I was all concerned about, if I do this, they can discover an attack on the rook. But yeah. I guess in a situation like this, I could block with the bishop and such. And that's better than losing as much material as I lost in the game. So we'd see something like this, and a capture promotion. Oh yeah, you saw something earlier. I would hand over the hat, but like, be glad to look at anything really. At 24, if pawn takes, I can do bishop takes. Somewhere around... Oh, pawn at 2-4. Let's see. 2-4. Oh. Right, so like this rook move, opposing rooks, was not really necessary. And, well, no, after I've done this opposing rooks, yeah, I have this moment, but you were talking here. This makes sense, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I could have done this, and then I can do bishop takes here. Okay. That makes sense. This is a way for Gota to get active without hanging stuff. Wow. Yeah. I think you've shown me this before. Not on my stream, but like this has been shown in other people's streams somewhere, that this is a technique that can be used to open the file. That makes sense. Yeah. There was a point where some tactic looked possible. Yeah, it would not surprise me if somewhere around here this would be a good... Wait, actually, with this so exposed here, this might be the best opportunity. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. So this would be check. And stuff could happen here. Yeah. Wait. Oh! Oh, wow. How long has that been there? I guess that's always a thing, like, once I protect this pawn, then I always have this discovery idea. At least until the king's made it into the hole, but it's not there yet. So if they take, bishop takes is just very nice. Wow. Okay. So they can't really take here. So they probably do something like this. And what now, I wonder? Do we take? Knight take? Or bishop moves? Well, maybe not bishop there. Maybe we don't take. I don't know. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, and I guess if knight takes... I don't have any tricks that win on the spot. Then the knight's trapped. And, yeah, they can't really rescue it. Okay, that makes sense. So that's why that's all forced. That is cool. That reminds me of, like, checkers. Just this kind of discovery with a delayed effect. Where you set things up and then you have a discovery. Yeah. Now there's a pin on 4-4. Yeah, so like this 4-4 pawn can't move. So some caution's advised, but... okay, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so we get this, and we take that, and they take this, and this is not what we want to do. So I have to delay that a bit. Something like this. And then they finish tucking the king away, and then we can do something like this. Okay, that's cool. Oh, but then I've dropped 4-4 outright. So that's not the way to handle it either. It's still complicated, that's for sure. So, we could offer a bishop exchange? I don't know. Oh, but the knight takes. Yeah, so I have opportunities to push this pawn. Although I have to be very careful. Yeah, so I can push the pawn here. They run away with the king. Not sure how I follow up. Could continue castle building. I don't know, something. I guess the threat to the bishop is less important than the threat that I have on his rook. So yeah, we retreat the bishop, and he's got this pin. And I can do this, and I think he's forced to capture. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is good. I have to be careful, that's for sure, but I think I'm okay. Yeah, you're right. He gets my bishop, and then I get, like, both. I get all his pieces, so he cannot capture. But also, not capturing isn't that great either. Or however you say that. Yeah, not capturing's not that good either. So there's this. He takes, and I take, and we trade. And he gets my lance. I might have done too many things and made a mistake somewhere here. Yeah, right. Sequences are important. Um, so we can consider something like this. And he retreats. And we still have our pin. Oh, that pin never goes away, does it? Then we push our lance, but no, he still gets his promotion chance there. Uh, and we block this. Yeah. So I'm threatening to win this knight for free now. So he can protect his knight. And something like this, and then I have a knight in hand. Yeah. So that's one possibility. I'm not happy with that possibility. This isn't any better. Yeah, this doesn't quite work. Yeah, so we kick his bishop, it retreats. We block the diagonal, and he's got to do something like this. He's got to somehow defend his knight. Then his knight's just awkwardly placed, which is kind of its own form of punishment.